What's going on, guys? Seth and Chevy here doing a TLG Reacts for the Developer Direct. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
Yep. For January 2026. This is Xbox showing off a couple games, I believe. I think it's about an hour long, and we're going to watch it and we're going to talk about it. I do know for sure that they show Fable, because I was all over everything. I haven't really seen much on it, so I'm excited to look into that further. And then a game that I wasn't thinking about at all, but reminded that the series exists. Forza Horizon 6 is also shown here, and I am really excited to see that because I still think the Horizon series is probably one of the best arcade racers out there. Other than that, I don't know what to expect. I am happy that we're going to see anything from Xbox because it seems like they've been kind of laying low lately.
True.
Somebody recently was saying something about, like, where's Phil Spencer at? I'm like, yeah, that guy's kind of disappeared. Yeah, it'd be nice to hear from him and hear from Xbox in general. So I'm excited for this. Chevy, how you doing? And are you excited for this and anything you want to see?
Doing pretty good, though I am completely baffled how I went my entire day not knowing this came out. And then even when we looked for it, you couldn't find it.
I knew it. Yeah. Destin Legary, or whatever the hell his name is, from IGN, he had it uploaded, but I couldn't find Xbox's YouTube channel to watch it.
Yeah, without going directly to their
YouTube which was
page.
really weird.
Yeah.
I don't know why he popped up before them, so that's really weird.
Yeah, and then my social media. I didn't see anything. No game announcements. No Microsoft anything. It's kind of weird. So
yeah, I knew it was coming up, but I completely forgot it was going to be today. So
yeah, maybe. Obviously social media is all curated, but it's strange I didn't see anything. So
yeah,
but yeah. Other than that, I as far as excitement goes, I mean, as long as there's a good game coming out, I don't really care who makes it. So I'm definitely looking forward to hopefully something I'm interested in playing. So
yeah, I'm really curious about Fable because when they first showed it off, it seemed not quite the direction I wanted it to be going in.
Especially like the real early stuff.
Yeah, but we didn't really see much gameplay. It was all like just kicking chickens and running around fields, and then a lot of comedic stuff. So I'm hoping we actually get to see like some pure gameplay, hear about mechanics, stuff like that. So
yeah.
If you're ready, we'll start this.
Sure.
This is the Developer Direct 2026 in 3, 2, 1, and go. Kicking off 2026 with a pinched nerve. Not fun.
Man, why does this developer direct have an OP?
Gotta get you pumped for these people talking about these games. It's a nice cheap way to do it. Just draw it.
Oh.
Game Freak.
Yeah, they're non-Pokemon game coming.
Yeah, that's so weird. Especially on an Xbox Direct.
Welcome to this world-first look at Forza Horizon 6. I'm Torben Ehlert, Design Director for Forza Horizon, and I can't wait to show you what the teams at Playground Games and Turn 10 have been working on.
And I'm Don Arceta, Art Director for Forza Horizon.
Japan?
The Horizon Festival is a celebration of beautiful cars, hit music, and breathtaking locations around the world.
Ooh,
And now we're taking you to the place we've wanted to visit for a very long time. Japan.
Day one.
Yeah.
We designed a campaign that really focuses on your journey. You don't start as a superstar of a festival or a racing champion or even a rookie.
Ooh, it looks good.
You'll start out as just a tourist in Japan. Your first goal is to join the Horizon Festival by completing the Horizon qualifiers. After that, you'll rise through the ranks, unlocking wristbands as you complete races in faster, more exciting cars. At the end of each round, you must prove you're ready to move up by completing spectacular events to unlock your next wristband. These include classic Horizon showcases and our new Horizon Rush.
They're
events,
freight
where you show
I know, that's
us
terrifying.
on thrilling obstacle
That they're
courses
working while
like
you're
this
driving
one
through there.
at the docks in Tokyo City. When you finally earn your gold wristband, you get access to Legend Island, an exclusive region of the world with unique events, tracks, and areas to explore. And that will be a true accomplishment. Throughout that journey, all of Japan outside the Horizon Festival is yours to explore at your own pace. So, let's talk about the location we've all been waiting for.
It's sad that as soon as I saw
Japan
cherry
is the
blossoms
ideal
and those
location
like
for our biggest,
sideways brick
most
walls
exciting
on their
game yet.
winding roads, I was like,
Full
oh,
of
it's like
beautiful
Japan.
landscapes,
Yeah.
Looks like initial
stunning
D.
contrast of rural and urban, modern and traditional. This is our largest map, full of verticality, diverse biomes, seasonality, and breathtaking driving experiences, elevated by Japan's unique car culture.
I love that they did the season thing and they just kept
So we
it.
knew from the
Yeah.
start that we wanted to deliver the most compelling and authentic
good way
game
to make the
possible.
map
To help us create those
constantly feel
experiences
fresh.
in-game, we sought out advice and insight from people who've lived with Japanese car culture their entire lives.
As someone who grew up in Los Angeles and Tokyo, both cities known for car culture, I developed a passion for cars early. I've also worked extensively supporting creative collaborations between Japanese and Western video game studios. Over the course of production, I had many conversations with the team about the nuances and the details of Japanese culture and how to reflect these in Forza Horizon 6. As an example, when we discussed naming options for the player home at Tokyo Docks, we discussed the building number, picking 7 and 8 because those two numbers are considered fortunate in Japan. In fact, these numbers are also part of a well-known Japanese proverb, Nana Korobi Yaoki, which means never give up.
When our team builds a Forza Horizon game, we focus on the essence of the place, what makes it special and unique. At the start of production, our team traveled to Japan to capture reference for everything.
Like
Time
everybody,
lapses
right?
of real Japanese skies, photogrammetry of trees and geology, scans of roads and buildings, and things as simple as water kick-up and the way fallen cherry blossoms respond to passing cars.
That's cool.
Yeah.
From these references, we then work to capture the soul of those places, adapting it for Horizon's open-world gameplay. And since Japan is home to driving experiences unlike anywhere else, that process begins with the roads. Inspired by the C1 Loop, Ginkgo Avenue, and mountain passes, like Mount Haruna and Bandai Atsuma. Then we layer in the details around them, creating a world where every road leads to discovery.
It's probably
For
because they
this
have to make
game,
these
we
sandbox
built our
games,
biggest
but
urban area yet.
like the last 3 of these
Our
games
Tokyo
have
City
had
is
just
5
really
times larger
well
than
done
anything we
environments.
designed
Oh, yeah.
before, with multiple districts, each with a unique identity. We work to create a city where every road,
Oh, let me
every
race them
corner, and
K-trucks.
every shortcut is fun to drive and a delight to explore.
I wonder if it'll be one of those garage unlocks.
Seasonal change
That
in
would be
Japan
dope.
is dramatic, and these changes are widely celebrated in local culture. We've captured that in game so that you'll see those changes reflected in the world around you as you explore. That sense of exploration is at the heart of the game. Everything you find on your road trip in Japan is something for you to collect. Cars, houses, landmarks, mascots, and more, all tracked in your adventure journal.
Japan's car culture is one of the reasons we've been so excited for this location. And Forza Horizon 6 will feature more than 550 cars at
Nice.
launch.
That's quite a bit.
Those
a
cars will
lot,
have
yeah.
new body kits, new Forza Aero, and the ability to paint livery on windows.
Excuse me.
We've also fully overhauled our roster to be better balanced across all performance classes, from D to our new top-end R-Class for track-focused cars. We've improved how each car is affected by the world. For example, with new cosmetic tyre wear, so each car responds authentically as you rack up the miles on those iconic Japanese roads.
Oh, interesting.
With more cars on
Yeah, that's
day
crazy.
one than ever before, we've also created new ways to expand your car collection as you explore. Parked on driveways around the world, you'll encounter our new aftermarket cars. They're always bargains and include some extremely rare and unique cars to show off in your garage. We're not just bringing classic JDM to life, but also showcasing some of the newest, most exciting cars in the world. And Forza Horizon 6 cover car is one of them. The GR GT is a race-derived road car that combines motorsport performance with road-going excellence. And our game is the ideal place to experience the most modern iteration of Kazoo Racing's relentless pursuit of Japanese engineering perfection.
Our cars sound better than ever, with greater detail
Yeah, they do a
and
really good job
remastered
with
audio,
sound design.
all brought to
Yeah.
life by new acoustic modeling technology, simulating the soundscape of the world.
The tire texture in that tunnel when he's driving through there was so fucking good.
Music is a huge part of the Horizon Festival, and we're curating a diverse track list from around the world, including exciting Japanese artists, so you can choose your perfect soundtrack, whether
Like
racing, cruising, or drifting.
Because I might
And to
actually
complement the
listen to
visual
game
contrast
music.
of our map, we've captured extensive field recordings across all 4 seasons in Japan, creating a rich and truly authentic world for you to experience.
In Forza Horizon 6, you'll have new ways to shape that world with features that let you make a life for yourself in Japan. Our new customizable garages are the perfect place to do that. You'll find one of these at every player house, big enough for multiple cars, where you can freely decorate the entire space. And when you're done, you can invite your friends over to see what you've built.
That's cool.
But the ultimate place to express your creativity is the estate. This mountain valley starts off completely empty and overgrown, but once you unlock it, you can build and decorate directly
Once you start
in
your
the
valley,
open
yeah.
world here.
That's the first thing I thought was like a
Anything
Stardew
you
Valley.
construct is permanent and visitable by your friends. Our teams are fully committed to Forza Horizon being the
Why do you turn into a
open-world
fucking
driving game
Tesla
for
factory?
everyone. We'll be carrying forward all of our accessibility features
So all
from
those
previous
EVs are gonna be
games.
driving.
We'll
I know.
also be adding in new options like proximity radar for competitive players and auto drive for players who want to lean back and appreciate the world in motion.
That's
Our
interesting.
major new accessibility
Especially if you're
feature
just trying to
is
get across the map.
customizable
Yeah.
high contrast mode, making the open world of Japan visually accessible to everyone. No matter how you and your friends play, you can customize Forza Horizon 6 so you can play together.
Japan is world-renowned for its car meets, like Daikoku, and inspired by these experiences, Forza Horizon 6 will include new, open-world car meets. These are places where you can show off your cars and characters, download tunes and liveries, and even buy a copy of the cars you see. Then head out together to explore, where you'll find classic events like street races and our new Toge battles, iconic nighttime races down Japanese mountain passes. There's more to do in the open world than ever before, with new shared experiences like Horizon Time Attack circuits. These are seamlessly part of the open world, with no loads, no matchmaking, just a truly social experience with you, your friends, and the in-world leaderboard.
That's cool.
Playing
it's
together is
interesting.
easier and more rewarding than ever.
The features they keep adding to these fucking games makes every other racing game I play online feel obsolete, and they keep adding more stuff. And other games, I won't mention one of them because it's one of the games we're playing this month, I guess. So I guess I just mentioned it. But the online features are just like, they're not even half as good as 2 Forza Horizons ago.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, listening to this, I'm just like, they're gonna pull fucking Grand Theft Auto and make it so nobody can compete with them, basically, in the genre. So it's crazy.
Forza fans are incredibly creative. making everything from liveries to race events and scenic locations to explore. To support your creativity, we've added the ability to start building from anywhere, as well as loads of other player-requested improvements, all of which are also available in the estate and the customizable garage. We also know you love to collaborate, so in Forza Horizon 6, we're making building fully multiplayer. In Horizon Collab, you and your friends can build anything you can imagine together.
From everyone here at Playground Games and Turn 10 Studios, we hope you've enjoyed this first look at some of the new features we've been working on, and that you're as excited as we are for the game. We'll be launching on Xbox and PC on the 19th of May. If you're a Forza fan on PlayStation, we'll be welcoming you to Japan later this year when our PlayStation version is ready. For now, though, stay tuned for more updates about the game over the coming months.
It's a very nice and welcoming way of saying you guys gotta wait.
Can't wait to see you in Forza Horizon 6.
It's crazy
as we
they're even getting
discover
it.
Japan
Yeah.
together.
Still not used to that.
I'll definitely be picking that up.
Yeah.
I already like those games anyway, and that it's in Japan, has way more features, 550 cars. That's definitely an improvement that has me interested.
Okay.
All right.
Buh.
That's the cool thing too about Forza Horizon 5 is there's like cooperative stuff too. So they really make it so you don't have to, because most racing games like it's just go against people, which is fine. I like racing against people too, but at the same time, I wish more games would embrace cooperative racing as well.
For sure.
皆さんこんにちは。ゲームフリークのゼネラルプロデューサー大森茂です。
Is that your
ここは
office? That's
東京にある
dope
ゲーム
looking.
フリークのオフィスです。ビースト・オブ・リンカネーションはかつてない新しい体験を作り出すことに主眼を置いたゲームフリーク独自の取り組みギアプロジェクト
I
から生
hate
ま
that
れ
every
た
time I see
新しい
this
挑
game,
戦です。
it makes me just think of
これま
how
でもポ
much
ケットモンスターシリーズのほか
Pokemon is
ソ
not
リティ
getting
バ
attention.
ギガレッカーなどさまざまなオリ
It's like
ジナルゲームタイトルを
so
世に
annoying.
送り出し常に新しいアイデアや世界観の構築に挑戦しています。ビースト・オブ・リンカネーションはまさに新しい体験ができるゲームです。遠い未来文明崩壊後の汚れに侵食された日本、そして一
Looks cool.
人と一匹の
Yeah,
ア
it's
ク
very
ショ
pretty.
ン RPG というゲー
I'm
ム
sure
プ
it
レ
was
イ
nice
で
of
構
them
築されてい
for
ます。
them to
この
make something that's not
美しくも
Pokemon.
過酷
True.
なビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの世界で皆さんにも臨場感あふれる冒険を味わっていただくことができればと心から願っています。
これまではポケットモンスターシリーズでバトルプランナーやサウンドマネージャーを務めてきました。ただ新しいゲームに挑戦したいという強い衝動もずっとあったんです。
Yeah, I bet. Imagine making 700 Pokemon games.
True.
最初は黙々とそのゲームで得られる感覚を自分の心に問いかけることから始めていました。世界観もキャラクターもゲームデザインも決めずに、ただどんな感覚がいいんだろうと探っていました。そうしているうちにぬくもり、頼もしさ、そして寂しさが入り混じったような感覚が最もしっくりきたんです。自分の心に反応しました。隔離された主人公エマとこの世界を一緒に旅していくぬくもりのある相棒クーもその過程で生まれました。
Hell yeah.
古島からビースト・オブ・リンカネーションのコンセプトを聞いてとても興味を惹かれ、すぐに参加しようと心に決めました。長年ゲームフリークではポケットモンスターシリーズを通じて生き物やパートナーを描いてまいりました。
Yeah.
しかし今回のプロジェクトでは過
It's
酷
like
な
when I
世
saw
界
Shift
の
Up
相
this
棒と共
office, I
に
was like,
旅をする
ah,
という
there's all
体
that
験を目
fucking
指してい
Mickey
ます。
money.
汚れと呼ばれる寄生植物が蔓延している世界がかつての文明の廃棄を覆い尽くすほどまでに植物が生い茂った過酷な環境となっており、ダイナミックな移動
That's
が
pretty
要
good.
求
I'd
さ
like
れ
to
ます。
see just like a full
このような
encounter.
経緯で
Yeah.
血を吐き自由に操ることのできる鶴のような神をエマの能力にすることになり、プロトタイプも出来上がってきました。 そしてそれがエマという人物のバックグラウンドとキャラクターデザインを形作っていったんです。
これまでゲームフリークは動植物や自然と真摯に向き合ってきました。形状を自由に変えられて武器のように鋭くなりつつも美しい、そんな中核となるモチーフとして植物を選びました。ただ単に美しい植物を風景で表現するだけではなく、遊びにも植物を取り入れました。しっくりとくるモチーフを見出し、ゲームデザインとモチーフを紐付けることはポケットモンスターシリーズの開発を通じて培ってきた重要なステップです。モチーフが決まった段階でコンセプトアーティストの幸田一馬さんご協力のもと、この世界のビジュアルを形作っていくことにしました。エマとクーの姿を思い描いた時、自然に支配される世界の舞台として日本がぴったりだと考えました。日本の昔から続く山々に囲まれた自然豊かな風景と SF が入り混じった世界をエマとクーが歩く姿を自然にイメージできました。さらに植物をモチーフとした重要な存在として植物と動物が融合した生物でもある腐食体も出来上がっていきました。腐食体のデザインは当時私が注目していたデジタルアーティストの森田裕樹さんにお願いすることにしました。
世界の舞台を作ると同時にエマとクーの物語を作り上げていきました。ストーリーの舞台は西暦4026年の日本です。はるか昔に発生した汚れという名の寄生植物の影響で人類の大半が消滅した後の世界です。エマは腐食体を狩り、その汚れを自分の体に封じ込めることができるという特別な能力を持っています。ただそれがゆえにエマは恐れられ、人々が住むコロニーから隔離され暮らしています。エマと彼女の相棒となるクーは日本の東の地で出会います。そのクーの目的がこのゲームの謎の一つでもあります。
名前は何だ？
クーだ。
クーから目を離さない方がいい。
ああ、分かってる。封じ後エマ、お前に輪廻の獣討伐の命を下す。
都に迫る輪廻の獣を討伐するにはエマとクーの力を強化していく必要があります。そのためにこの世界に存在する強力な腐食体主を討伐し、その力を取り込んでいくことになります。
Damn.
汚れを封じることができるエマにしかできない特別な役目です。腐食体はこの世界の畏怖の対象であり、最も象徴的な存在です。汚れに寄生されて巨大化していった生物たちです。エマとクーが戦う強力な敵です。腐食体は汚れを吐き、その巨体で世界を蹂躙していきました。腐食体の中でもひときわ大きい主と呼ばれる存在は、植物を操り自身の支配地域に汚れの森を呼び出します。汚れの森に入ると周囲の環境がガラッと変わります。手強い腐食体が襲いかかり、プレイヤーの行く手を阻むのです。そしてこの世界にはゴーレムというもう一つの勢力があります。ゴーレムは過酷な世界を生き残るため、かつての人間が魂を機械の体に転送した姿です。2000年の間に凄まじい戦闘技術を身につけましたが、一方で魂は劣化してしまっていて暴走しています。
This is such a departure.
Yeah, it's very different.
様々な人物と出会います。長い旅をサポートするブラッド、カグラであったり、あとはクナイというエマと同じように腐食体を連れた剣士とも巡り合います。
とどめはきちんとさせる。
エマとクーは同じく汚れの力を宿していて、互いにその力を影響させ合いながら戦います。例えばエマが敵の動きを見極め攻撃を受け流すと、クーに力がたまり開花技という強力な効果を持った技を発動できます。そして開花技を放てば、さらに次のアクションの選択肢に幅が広がります。例えばある開花技を使うと エマは彼岸花の大輪を咲かせ、その大輪に跳躍して兜割りを行うことができます。また別の開花技を使えば敵を縛り、エマの強力な闘技を敵に叩き込むことができます。開花技の選択中は時間が過ぎる間に考える時間が生まれます。
It's like the opposite of Player Obscure, where it's more action forward with some
スキルを磨くほどにエマとクーの連
RPG
携は
elements in
研ぎ
it.
澄まされていきます。互いに補い合う関係で2人は常につながっているんです。エマとクーにはそれぞれスキルツリーがあり、エマが行動すればクーに影響を与え、クーが行動すればエマに影響が与えられるようにしました。またエマとクーの親密度が上昇するにつれて装備できるスキルも多くなります。さまざまなスキルを組み合わせることで独自のプレイスタイルを作っていくことができるんです。さらにエマとクーを結びつける霊秘石やエマが受け流しを行った際に発動する刀の効果を重ねていくことなどで、より奥深い戦闘ができるようになっていま
It
す。
seems like there's plenty of stuff to work towards and
遠
stuff
距
to
離だけ
find,
で戦う人もいれば、
which is good.
Yeah.
ステレスだけで戦う人もいますし、
Oh my god, play yourself.
常にエマで戦闘を仕掛ける人もいれば、クーを先行させて戦わせる人もいます。エマとクーでどのような
It's like coup killer, buddy.
どのような霊奇跡と組み合わせて戦
Give
う
him a
のか、
knife.
プレイヤーの皆さん
Take
次
them all
第
out.
です。皆さんがどんな意外な組み合わせを生み出すのか、今からとても楽しみです。
Fucking him
は
up.
るか
Is that a
昔
machine
に
gun?
汚
What
れ
is
に
that?
美しくも過酷な新たな世界、企画構想から6年間、私たちはこの世界に数えきれない秘密や奥深い魅力を散りばめることに全力を注いできました。全てのプレイヤーの皆さんにビースト・オブ・リンカネーションの世界を体験していただける日が待ちきれません。本作は今年の夏 XBOX、PC、そしてプレイステーションでリリースされます。さらにビースト・オブ・リンカネーションは発売初日から XBOX ゲームでプレイ可能です。ぜひ
Yeah, it's
PC リストにご登録ください。ゲームフリークが挑む渾身の新作。
I was under the impression they were
どうぞ
owned
ご
by
期待ください。
Nintendo too, which is
Yeah, I don't think so.
yeah.
They've
I always thought they
obviously
were.
been in a very long contract, I assume.
Yeah.
Because I think it's Game Freak in association with the Pokemon Company.
Yeah.
With that one.
Yeah, it looks cool.
It does look cool. I hope it feels good to play. That's the only thing I'm really kind of concerned
Yeah.
about, because they showed some blips here and there, but like no like steady gameplay blips or anything. So.
What are they up to now? Just sitting around making clay stuff.
Oh, hello. I'm Tim Schafer, founder and studio head of Double Fine Productions. And this is Elsbeth Larkin, senior tools programmer and junior in-house ceramicist.
Making all
At
those
Double
faces,
Fine,
you're not
we
even
try to
working
take a
on
little
it.
time every so often and
What a
create
poser.
quick game prototypes. Anyone in the company can pitch a game idea, and we have a vote on which ones we want to try to make. We
So
forget the
you're
projects
Valve?
we're currently working on, basically get amnesia, and we do this for 2 weeks. That's a fortnight. And we build a few of these experimental game prototypes. We call this process Amnesia Fortnight. We've had all sorts of great ideas come out of this process. It's just like this clay. With a little bit of pressure and creativity, something interesting is created that wasn't there before.
I don't think I played any of those games.
Our next game came
It's a
out
little
of Amnesia
surprising for you.
Fortnight.
True.
It's all about encouraging you to create with others, and then use what you create
she
to
made that quick.
destroy each other.
You can even work under those conditions.
Who gave this guy power?
Don't worry, it's easy to make a new pot if you're playing Kiln, our online multiplayer pottery party brawler.
It's definitely a Double Fine idea. I was like, who the fuck thinks of this? Oh yeah, them.
We love to explore
I'm too
new
sober
and
for
original
this.
ideas here at Double Fine, alongside last year's Weird But Chill game Keeper, featuring surreal and dreamlike
Did that
exploration.
come out?
I guess so.
Kiln is the other side of that coin, bringing high-energy, expressive multiplayer action. You'll get a chance today to see how we're continuing to foster our spirit of creativity with this next game. Derek Brand spearheaded this pitch, and he's here today to talk about this fully realized Double Fine experience he's leading with his team.
Kiln is a multiplayer party brawler, and it's just as much about the act of trading with your friends as it is fast-paced competitive destruction. We built this game to respond to your creative design choices, as well as your relentless cruelty to anthropomorphized clay pots. I've spent my career as a concept artist, focused on coming up with unique characters and environments at Double Fine. But I also play a lot of action titles, which got me wondering, what would a game look like that included not just the cathartic element of destruction and action, but the equally cathartic act of creation I was familiar with as an artist? I stumbled on the answer one day: what better solution than a pottery wheel? We wanted to give players the ability to create characters out of any shape and to make sure that what you make has a charming, animated personality. You start off as a little helpless, naked spirit. You're not capable of much in this state. Thankfully, you are capable of manipulating clay, and a pottery wheel is the perfect place for the creation of a new body. And when it comes time for destruction, those
So
shapes
weird.
needed to translate into capable fighters. Pots that can compete in
almost
challenges
gives me-
in a way that only pots can.
Oh, what was that game?
Our game mode,
16-bit
Quench, brings
era
all
where
of that
you
together in a
possessed
4v4
furniture and
combat
stuff.
party atmosphere.
Oh, Haunting?
You and your friends need to balance your pot's shape and abilities with its capacity for carrying water into enemy territory. Here, you'll navigate through the environment with your team's unique creations. Avoid or destroy incoming enemy warriors. And of course, fill your pot up with water to ultimately douse the enemy's kiln and win the game.
Got him once. Now keep at it.
It's definitely an interesting idea. Curious about how it plays.
True.
With Kiln, we wanted to give players what we know they've always wanted from Double Fine. A best-in-class pottery sim, of course. With this strange concept came lots of design challenges, though, because it's a game about pots that have to transform into bespoke ceramic warriors. We had to figure out how to
It's
make an
basically
art
battle
tool,
bots,
a character
except with
builder,
clay.
and a loadout system
Yeah.
all together, while keeping the whole experience approachable for anyone, not just pottery masters. After many iterations balancing simulation with arcade-like simplicity, we landed on a design that lets you feel like a master potter who can easily make any pottery shape you could dream up, even if you've never seen a potter's wheel. It's weirdly satisfying.
Yeah, I'm really interested
We've
about that
carefully
part.
married the clay
how it
technology
works.
with the behavior of the sculpting tools and controls to make sure anyone can pick it up in seconds. Refine it with sponges, shapers, and straight edge tools to get specific and make it yours.
Put your butt away.
Can you save
As you
those?
sculpt, you'll notice the game recognizing the different shapes you've made. It'll
Or do you make it
automatically
and it gets
detect when you're
broken, you gotta
shaping
make
things
another one?
like cups, vases, bowls,
question.
and many more.
There's a collection.
So that means we had to ask
Oh, okay.
ourselves, if I was a vase, and this vase that I just made was now my body, what can I, as a vase, do?
Every pot and kiln needs to have a core set of moves fit for a warrior. To run, jump, attack, and roll. They also must have moves fit for a pot to fill up with water and then splash that water out. Each shape has its own unique way of performing these moves. And because your shape matters, the animation team has taken on a challenge of bringing those different pot shapes to life in surprising ways. In addition to these core moves, each shape also has its own special attack, which we push to be the most fun and over-the-top moments in the game. Cups popping popcorn, bottles turning into swords, jugs blaring like megaphones, plates flinging pies. Everyone's shape is doing something different and exciting.
I wonder how that works. Like if you get to pick that,
As
or
you
if it
fight
just
over the water on
auto-does
the
it.
battlefield and try to
Like based
extinguish
off
your
the
opponent's
water
kiln,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have to pay attention to each map's unique nuances. Our mantra of shape matters carries over into our maps. We specifically designed our maps to integrate with how you choose to play and what pot you choose to play as. So you'll see things like secret tunnels that only fit certain size pots and pathways that are only traversable with certain shapes.
You'll fight on fractured, floating pieces of ancient history, like an ancient Greek nightclub fit for Dionysus. It's even got a dance floor.
Weird.
Navigate Athena's giant strategic war map. Inflating sponge warriors with water to rearrange the battlefield to your advantage. Fight in the Egyptian god Set's dingy punk venue, complete with a mosh pit where only one pot can emerge unbroken.
Leverage your unique creations.
This reminds me of what's that
Everything
animal
from
game
your size,
where
your
you
capacity
we
to
played
carry
it.
water,
It's got different game modes
your
and stuff.
speed across the battlefield, and other choices
Which is
you
a
can
lot
make
like
will
Gang
define
Beasts,
how you
which
want to approach
I'm
your
pretty sure
playstyle.
Double Fine
Do you
at
want a
least
team
published.
full of large cups, maximizing your dousing potential?
I can't remember the name of
Or a
that.
team of tiny ninja saucers ready to quickly smash up anything that gets in
Something
your way?
animals?
Or a unique combination you've discovered
Party
that
animals?
balances
Is that
power
right?
and splashability.
Sounds right. Yeah, it reminds you of that.
If you're skilled enough to end up at the enemy kiln with lots of water, you can unleash a powerful super splash ability that does tons of damage and makes the kiln vulnerable to further attacks, letting you and your team dunk on the enemy kiln to either win big or turn the tide and make a comeback.
And that is how it's done.
At the end of a round, the cycle of creation and destruction loops around again, and now you're back in the wedge, a multiplayer lobby where you can hang at the wheel and make something cool with your friends. You've just earned XP points and chips from battle. Now you can load up on art supplies and expand your pot-making options.
I think of the game being so much about the fighting, but when people play it, they just want to create all day long.
Our decoration system was designed to support your creativity. As we did with the design of the sculpting process, we looked to the pottery studio for inspiration. We found ways to translate the experience of adding spouts, lids, and handles, as well as glazing to kiln. Every design choice we made ultimately serves the goal of enabling a near infinite range of possibilities. We can't wait to see what your favorite designs are.
It's all about my pizza party themed small jug. It becomes a drill that can dive under enemies, and it pops up with a special delivery of destruction.
I love a medium jug, a simple handle, a 2-layer watermelon glaze, and I'm ready to bring the good vibes into the chaos.
My favorite is the large vase. It has a UFO-like animation, and it's great for team defense and protecting your Bix.
So light, medium, heavies.
Yeah,
down the best
that's what I was
part
wondering
is the
earlier because it
small
showed 3
It's
sizes of
perfect for
clay.
sneaking past enemies. Plus, its ice cream theme special is so cute.
One of my favorite warrior pots has to be the medium base. It's decently fast for invading enemy players and matches. The decorations really make it shine. A curved elbow spout, Cupid's handle, some spiked charms with a rainbow glaze, and 1 butt sticker. You can't go wrong with butt stickers.
True.
My favorite pots use the absolute most material possible to make the biggest pots possible. I call it tiny.
You're a weird guy.
Whichever pot you decide to
Made
create,
his whole career
whether you're a
based off
budding
that.
artist
Yeah.
or a seasoned gamer, you'll be fulfilling your pottery power fantasies when Kiln launches in spring 2026 on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. This is just the beginning of the pottery
Nintendo
party
doesn't get
as we
games,
bring
or what?
regular updates throughout the year with
guess
expanded
not.
decorations, new activities and game modes, and much more. Creating is more fun together, and we love your help sculpting
It's
this
a lot
experience. Be on the
more.
lookout to throw down with fellow
I'm always
Double
worried
Fine
when any
fans
game
and
comes
join
out
the
that's a
Double Fine
multiplayer
Action
game
Insiders
because there's
for an
so many
even earlier
multiplayer
look
games.
and a
It's like
chance
even
to
if
play
your
in our
game is
closed
like
beta
okay, if
very
it's
soon.
not like
You want me to
huge
say it 5
hype
times?
big game
That's
that
mean.
like your streamers are playing
Yeah.
shit, it's not going to
This
get
game
like
is
enough
called
people to
Kiln,
play it to
an
keep it
online
alive.
multiplayer party- online
But to
multiplayer
see that
party-
they're putting it on
party brawl,
PlayStation
online
is
multiplayer
nice because
party
that just opens
brawl.
up
Never do it twice. Okay,
more
I'll do it
people to
again.
play. It's like when
Online
Helldivers came to Xbox. I'm like, good.
Online
Like
multiplayer
you
party
want more
party
people
brawl.
playing
It's getting
multiplayer
better.
games.
Online multiplayer pottery party brawler.
It looks neat. I'll definitely pick it up or try it out on Game Pass. I don't know.
Or we'll get it on PlayStation Plus. We'll see.
Yeah. Although I'm curious about how long it's going to take to re-queue into another match when you have a bunch of people in a party and people are making pottery and shit, because you might be waiting on other people making their masterpiece. And
But did they say it's a little social hub while that's happening, though?
Yeah.
You can walk around in.
But if you're somebody who just wants to get back into a match, it's going to be funny just waiting for people to create what the fuck they're creating.
Maybe it's not the right kind of game for you if you're in a rush.
Yeah, maybe, but multiplayer games that are competitive bring those kind of people out, so...
Hi, welcome to Playground Games, where I'm thrilled to share our very first
Playground.
deep dive.
It's crazy they're making two games
here for a
that are
really,
like AAA
really
shit.
long time. Fable. Playground Games is renowned for fun, immersive, and visually stunning open-world experiences. Since 2010, we've been developing the Forza Horizon series right here in Royal Leamington Spa, a charming little town in the middle of England.
Honestly, that gives me a little hope
As Horizon has
because
grown, so have we.
their format for
Over the past few years,
Forza
we've built a
Horizon
new
being an
team
open
to carry
world is
that
like really
reputation
smart.
into a new genre
It keeps you engaged
that we
constantly.
are incredibly passionate about. Fable is
Well, and
Playground's
similarly
first
to like
open-world action RPG.
what
and
we were
couldn't
kind
be
of
more
saying with
proud
like
to be
Game
carrying on
Freak,
the
right?
work.
Is like they get to make something different.
Yeah, it was just funny. I remember playing Horizon 4 and I think 5 with you, and we were playing it and talking about how the game basically functions as an open world RPG, but it's a racing game.
Yeah.
And so they're already copying a lot of that philosophy, and then now they're making an open world
RPG,
action
yeah.
RPG. So
Of the legendary Lionhead Studios, the original creators of the franchise.
Let's
And
give
although
the
our
game
game
some
is a new
credit.
beginning, I think what we're making is really faithful to the spirit of the classic Lionhead trilogy that we all love.
Right?
yeah, Peter Molyneux's, I
At
think,
the
making his
heart
last
of our
game
is
now
a simple,
somewhere with
recurring
some
question. What
dev
does
he
it
made
mean
or something.
to you to be a hero? Our game is about choices and their consequences. It's packed with
It's kind of a
action,
bummer, 'cause it'd be cool to see
drama,
another black and
British
white.
humor, moral dilemmas, and quite a few
It's weird how
chickens.
that just didn't go anywhere.
All of this combines in a fairy tale which could only be Fable.
In classic Fable fashion, you begin the game as a child, growing up in the sleepy rural village of Briar Hill. It's here that in a moment of extreme danger, your heroic powers first emerge, and we discover that you are Albion's first hero in a generation.
World looks good.
But
Yeah.
not long afterwards, disaster strikes, and the
Animation
people of
looks
your
a little
village,
stiff,
including
but
your
Yeah.
beloved
I can
grandma, are
live
turned
with
to
that.
stone by a mysterious stranger. Suddenly alone in the world, you'll set off on an adventure which will change Albion
fog looks
forever.
great.
Yeah.
Venturing out into the world is a huge moment because this is Albion like you've never seen it before. Idyllic
Well, it's
rolling
been, like,
hills,
you know, forever.
That's fucking
magical
gorgeous.
forests, bustling villages,
Yeah, no, the
Sleepy
environments are phenomenal.
oversized vegetable
Yeah,
patches,
this looks amazing.
and stunning vistas. And because our Albion is truly open world, for the first
The
time,
softness really
you'll
adds
be
to,
able
like,
to
the fairy
explore
tale
this rich
feel.
and detailed world seamlessly, with the freedom to go where you want from early in the game.
We can't wait to welcome you back to Albion's iconic capital city, Bowerstone. Home to Fairfax Castle, the old clock tower,
The way like the
and the
distance
legendary
is rendered
Heroes
is
Guild.
really good.
Yeah.
It's a huge city, full of contrasts. Rich and poor, nobles and commoners, royalty and criminals. You'll spend plenty of time here during the game, as you discover the secrets of the Heroes Guild and its reclusive guildmaster, Humphrey the Golden.
In the north of Albion, you'll find mountains, craggy coastlines, spooky marshes, and the bleak, windswept city of Bloodstone. Here, you'll meet the
I
leaders
fucking
of two
love the
rival
environments.
gangs,
Yeah. They're
vying for
amazing
power,
looking.
and uncover the secrets of the sinister but extremely well-organized Cult of Shadows. Our Albion is beautiful,
Yeah, it really, it really
handcrafted,
leans
and
into
richly
like
detailed.
fantasy.
Yeah.
In Albion, heroes are special, different.
But like fairy
They're
tale
stronger than
fantasy,
regular people.
which the original
They're
Fable
more
was
skillful, more charismatic,
advertised as
more-
a dark fairy tale. So it's kind of cool that they're carrying that forward.
Well, and it's interesting too because obviously like there's no shortage of fantasy games.
Sure.
But the type of fantasy is obviously very different. We get a lot of dark fantasy
Mhm.
thanks to Souls games being so popular now that that when everyone else makes a similar type of game or even just an action game, they still take a lot of like that dark fantasy element, and I still love that. Don't get me wrong, but it is nice to see something that's like bright, vibrant, in a more fairy tale set. Is like more of just a hard fantasy instead of a grimy,
dark,
that we're so used
gothic,
to.
cryptic. Yeah, I agree.
Importantly, they're those rare humans who can harness and use magic in the world around them. They have the power to do what they want.
And so do you. In our game, we want you to play as the hero you want to be. And that starts with being able to choose how your hero character looks.
So, in Fable, you'll be able to pick from a range of different character heads and customize your clothing, hair, skin tone, tattoos, and scars. So the hero you play represents you.
Yeah,
But
these
as well
graphics
as
are
your
insane.
appearance, you can be the hero you want to be through the way you play, through the skills and abilities you learn, and through the weapons you use.
So they said you pick through character heads. So that sounds like they're all pre-rendered people you're picking from, which is interesting. But the outfits were super fucking detailed.
It's like the classic trilogy. Heroes in our game fight with a combination.
Those animations
of
are
strength,
great. Maybe the
skill,
kid just moves
and
stiff.
will.
Yeah, it's weird
Seamlessly
because
maybe they
blending
spend less
melee
time on
ranged
it.
weapons with magical abilities.
Yeah, this looks
gives us
very
style
good.
weaving combat,
This looks fantastic.
allowing you to show off your personal playstyle.
That looks amazing.
Yeah.
This game is crazy
against
looking.
single opponents and large groups of enemies alike.
It also kind of feels like Fable.
Melee is at the heart of our close quarters combat.
It's been so long, I don't even know what that feels like
We use
anymore.
light and heavy combos, often knocking enemies off balance and executing stylish finishers.
The original stuff they showed didn't feel like Fable to me at all.
Swap
This
the
feels
ranged
way
weapon to
more like
bypass
Fable.
enemy guard and deal with troublesome flying enemies. And of course, you'll be able to unleash your powerful spells to both manipulate and devastate your opponents.
We're excited to be bringing back some fan-favorite adversaries for you to fight.
Man, that hammer feels really satisfying.
Yeah.
Hobbs are back, as are Balverines, Hollowfolk, and Trolls.
That's cool.
And we're adding brand new enemies too, like this fearsome cockatrice,
animations are great.
a giant fire-breathing chicken.
Apparently it's just the kid.
Each enemy family is different, with their own weaknesses
That was a
to
terrible
exploit
start.
and defenses
Yeah.
to overcome. But with all the unique
really have
tools
any
in your
complaints
combat
right now.
toolbox, how
Yeah,
you defeat
I got
your
nothing to
enemies
critique.
is up to you.
But there's more to being a hero in Albion than fighting, so much more. When we talk to people about their favorite memories of the original games, so many of their stories were about the stuff you can do when you weren't just being a hero. The normal, everyday stuff which happened when you interacted with the people of Albion.
For me, what I remember most vividly are the inhabitants of Albion and the things you can do with them or to them.
The crazy thing about the classic Fable games was that in the middle of a sprawling RPG was almost a complete other game where you could just mess around with the villages and townsfolk.
And we've built that same experience in the middle of our game too. Buying a house, getting a job, making some money.
Yeah, needed
Romancing
that.
a villager, getting married, having kids.
I think one of the best part about a role-playing game is like the extra stuff.
That's why Fable was so ahead of its time for
Buying
what it's
another
trying to do.
house. Buying every house in Albion.
Oh, great. You can be
Buying every business in
Airbnb.
Albion. Getting rich.
Marrying a bunch more people, having a bunch more kids.
Still having a hard time believing the game looks like
Probably
this.
getting divorced along the way.
Looks
for
like
good measure.
Shrek. Like, looks like a fucking movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Within the game is unique to Fable. It's systemic, interconnected, and you see the ripple effects of the things
But
you
also
do
Forza Horizon's
everywhere you
beautiful
go.
looking, so they obviously know what they're
And
doing.
all of this revolves around the people who live in Albion.
That lighting is
It's
Who we
yeah,
call
it's
the living
fantastic.
population. There are more than 1,000 of them, and every single one is unique. Each of them has a name, a role, a daily routine, and their own personality. You could follow any one of them for a day and just watch them live their life.
They'll get up,
Just
go
please
to
be
work,
optimized.
spend some leisure time on
Yeah.
hobbies, then go home to bed.
I don't want to
But
pull
what's
the
even
doesn't
cooler
have
is
co-op,
that you can talk to every single one of
but
them in fully
that
voiced
would be fucking
conversations
amazing.
and interact with them in loads of different ways. Maybe the job they go to is working for you because you hired them to work in one of your businesses.
Hey, you. Working hard? How can I help you, boss?
Maybe the bed they sleep in is in a house you own, because you're the landlord.
Or maybe their bed is on the street because you evicted them.
All right.
Oh, it's you. You're awful.
And all of the stuff you do affects what they think of you.
You're a
Look at that.
legend.
Because
Yeah.
everything you
House.
do builds your reputation.
Very impressive. Now that's an hero right there.
Morality has always been super important to Fable. That tension between good and evil underpinned all of the original games. And morality is central to our game
Will it
too.
change how you look?
But we have a slightly different take on it.
For us, morality isn't black and white. There are lots of grey areas.
Okay.
And importantly, morality is subjective. No two people see things exactly the same way. And that's how it works in our game too.
Everything you do earns you a reputation. And every person in Albion will have a different reaction to you as a result.
Hello there.
Yeah, we get it. You're rich.
They'll remember things you did directly to them.
Thinks
They'll
you're a
love
rich
you
twat.
or hate you for the choices you make, and they will always tell you
acted
why.
like it.
Although, usually from a safe distance.
Our game will never judge you, but the people of Albion will, loudly.
Imbecile.
Your reputation is created by the choices you make, and you are going to make a lot of them. Big choices, little choices, moral choices, and some choices that will actually change the landscape of Albion for the rest of your game. We call this idea, your choices change the world. Let's give you an example.
You're really
Early in the
advertising
game,
your
you'll meet a
guys.
character named Dave, an egotistical gardener in a rural village who discovers a magical growth formula. He accidentally turns himself into a giant and becomes a big problem. It'll be your job to deal with him, and ultimately it will be your choice whether to kill him or to spare him. If you kill him, his giant corpse will lie on the farmland just outside of town for the rest of the game.
That's funny.
And that is going to affect house prices. It will also affect what a lot of the villagers think about you. Especially Dave's sister.
In Fable, the choices you make will define you. What does being a hero mean to you?
At Playground Games, we've built a pedigree for beautiful, immersive, open-world experiences. Yes, they've
With
typically
cars.
involved sports cars, but this is a passion project for all of us here. Every member of this team, which we've built from scratch, has two key things in common: a deep love for the franchise and a burning desire to bring it back. We're making this for Fable fans just like us, but also to introduce Fable to gamers who've never played the series before. It's been great to finally tell you a little about the game we're making. There'll be much more to share as we get closer to our launch. I'm excited to tell you today that Fable is coming to Xbox, PC, and PlayStation in autumn 2026. From all of us here, thanks for watching.
Is it gonna look like that on console? It's not gonna look like that on most people's PCs. No one can buy a fucking video card.
Yeah, well, that's true.
I am pleasantly surprised and happy with the whole presentation.
Yeah.
Every game there I want to play.
This is a multiplayer
Yeah.
party brawler.
No, that was,
Two of them are
Much
like
about
day
the
one
act
must
of
buys for
playing
me
with your
now.
friends as it is fast-paced competitive destruction.
Japan's car culture is one of the reasons
I mean,
I'm so excited.
yeah, I mean,
for
we're
this
already kind of
location.
getting into impressions, I
Horizon
suppose.
6 will feature more than 550
I'm
cars
kind of
in
blown
battle.
away. I usually will sit here with you on these Xbox ones specifically, and I might there'll be a game or two, right?
Yeah.
I might have an opinion about, but like legitimately every game here was like baseline interesting. Like,
Yeah.
The Kiln game's probably the least, impressive one to me, and even that I still think is a neat idea.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if it's necessarily for me, but I do think the idea of like just letting people make whatever they want and then being able to play that is just cool, right?
Well, the social experience of creating stuff with your friends and then playing and breaking stuff, like they said, like creation and destruction, is just a really interesting idea. I'm curious to see how it will be received and how well it'll play, basically.
And then, I guess just starting from the beginning, I mean, not Fable, Forza.
Fable Horizon 6.
Yeah. Slowly has become my favorite racing game over time. And they've just gotten better and better for me. Because I'm not a big racing guy, but something about the Horizon formula is so just laid back that even someone like me who's not super into cars and racing and stuff like that, I still find enjoyment out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then of course, a lot of people these days, very biased towards the idea of being in Japan or a rendition of it. Even to go back, when they did the Australia map, I loved it. It was such a cool map, and there was so many different places to go and
bunch of biomes.
I loved it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So looking forward to this a lot. I hope, and I'm sure they will do fine. They just offer a lot of variety to explore. I'm going to be enamored by it anyways because I love a lot of the landscape stuff there. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as soon as I even noticed it was Japan, I was like, it could just be Forza Horizon 5 in Japan. I'll buy it. But they're obviously adding more to the game, which is what you want from a sequel. But just the location alone, I was just like, yep, sold.
I've forgotten their name.
Beast of something.
Yeah.
Beast of Reincarnation. Rolls right off the tongue.
I was kind of interested in that, mostly just because I'm just really curious to see what they can do.
Yeah, same.
Because they've made Pokemon, and don't get me wrong, up until recent Pokemon titles, I was quite a big Pokemon fan. I don't think the direction those games have gone is good personally. So I am
make a Pokemon with these kind of graphics.
Yeah, that'd be phenomenal.
They can do it, so
I am super excited to see them kind of stretch out and try something new. And you can tell this is going to be a common thing between this and Fable. You can kind of tell by listening to them. And obviously a lot of this has been edited to be a presentation, but you could tell they're excited to do something other than what they're known for.
Mm-hmm.
And so that also makes me excited to see what they could do. Now, obviously at the end of the day, the final product is going to be the final product. But I like a lot of what they're doing there. It does kind of give me, you brought up Wild Hearts. I do get those vibes from it visually.
Yeah. I also get a little bit of Nier.
I get a little bit of Nier / Stellar Blade, in there. And a couple other games in the genre. But I like the idea of manipulating the plants around you and stuff like that. One of the first things it showed that I thought was really cool was when she made the bridge, jumped off, and then all of a sudden there was a pillar under her.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a really neat and fun way to do traversal, for example.
It looked fluid too, which is important. If it feels sticky, it won't be that good of a mechanic. But if you can use it in the moment, whenever, it'll only enhance the gameplay. So.
Right. And then just the design, the environment and stuff like that.
Yep.
It's all very good looking. So I just hope it plays well. Other than that, I'm kind of excited to hopefully try it out. What was next? It was Kiln, I think.
Kiln, yep.
I kind of talked about it already. It's not a lot more I can add to that. I do think it's a fascinating idea. I was a little turned off initially because I needed to be told the idea, obviously, because after they talked about it, I became infinitely more interested in it. So, so good on them for properly explaining their game.
Well, yeah, that's a weird concept. So you need to kind of elaborate on you're doing what?
Yeah.
Because what?
and it became an interesting idea. So I am interested now. So they did their job, and so did this presentation. So looking forward to seeing when that comes out, basically how it's received and stuff. I'm sure at some point I'll get a chance to try it. It feels like something I'm going to get to play somewhere. So
I get the people at Double Fine are weird and zany or whatever, but I do wonder sometimes if they have meetings where they eat some kind of special mushroom and have some brainstorming.
Where their office is based, that might say a lot.
Yeah.
And then obviously Fable. I'm
big surprise.
Not the biggest Fable fan anyways. And I like the games. Don't get me wrong. I've played, I think, all of them.
I played 3 the least, but I played it.
Yeah. I just have never loved the games. I always liked them. They're fun. Having the co-op was always neat too, but
Even though in 2 is
it was pretty bad,
lackluster.
But it was still fun, right? Huge fantasy fan, and I love the fairy tale vibe. The color palette is great. The lighting, the softness that you get on a lot of it, especially with the render, the stuff in the background, like the way it just kind of slowly gets softer and softer.
Yeah.
They really made it picturesque. It's like super cool looking. I could look at that game all day long. So
yeah, I was enjoying just seeing the locations, especially that house with all the flowers on it in the background with a bunch of more like floral stuff going on.
everything is overly detailed.
Yeah.
The carpet looks phenomenal.
Yeah, this doesn't
come
doesn't
on.
look like a video game to me. This looks like Shrek. I feel like I'm watching a movie.
Yeah. So, and then you brought up that house. That house was like super crazy looking when they were walking past it. Like everything about this visually is really cool.
That area right there is
yeah.
gorgeous looking. I mean, like it's pretty crazy. The tree in the background with like the winding branches and stuff.
Yeah, honestly, if this game plays good and if they nail a not even a great story, just a good story.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's probably gonna be one of the best games this year. If I'm gonna be so bold to say that.
I literally for a millisecond went like, this could be game of the year, but
if it delivers,
Grand Theft Auto's coming out.
Well, that doesn't do anything for me, but you're
Sure,
right. You're
but-
100% right. Yeah.
But I'm looking at this and going like, unless the story just really sucks or they missed the mark on something, this is like a very impressive looking game.
Yeah, it looks real. I'm
like not
kinda
even just
blown away.
graphically, but the graphics are insane. But like animations, tone, just the whole vision is being realized. And I didn't think I was going to say that based off of my last impressions of it going like, oh, I'll be curious what they do. It doesn't really look like Fable. Now I'm like, that's not even my opinion anymore. I'm just like, yeah, this is like incredible looking. Like, wow.
Yeah, it just needs to be fun. And and that's
this looks
done.
fun, dude. You could hit people and shoot them and shit.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much done deal. They've spent time discussing the things that were fun in Fable, like doing the odd jobs, buying properties, having social interactions, being good or evil, and hopefully it's a little more nuanced in this since it's a newer game. They probably have the technology to do that now.
Well, and that morality is going to be based off per person, which I think sounds interesting and more realistic, because in the original Fable, when you just became evil, everybody treated you like you're evil.
Yeah.
And when you're good, everybody treated you like you're good. And this, if people are just reacting to metrics of what you've done, plus rich, minus whatever the hell.
Well, even on a personal level, if they're not just blowing steam up our asses about it, but like the guy that was evicted and had like a personal grudge now against you being a shitty landlord. So,
well, I'm thinking too, like, and I don't know if they'll do this, but I don't know why they wouldn't, but like potentially that one girl's judging you for being rich or whatever, I'm not being impressed, thinking you're a twat or whatever, but then potentially you could find like, a dude or a girl who's looking to like marry a rich person who probably will treat you differently because oh, you're rich, like I like you, like blah blah blah. So there's a lot of things you could play with there that I'm sure they're thinking about or already thought of. Especially if they thought of missions where you could potentially kill a giant and his body's left there and affects housing prices. I didn't think of that. That's fucking crazy.
No, they're definitely thinking, and honestly, it comes off as like they just want to make like the next Fable, which is great.
I'm glad to have seen what we saw, met with them talking about it, because I do feel like this is a little bit of a side tangent, but I made recently some videos you guys might have saw about Dead Space and how I think it's a crime that we're not getting Dead Space 2 remake because Motive just did such a fucking amazing job with it. And so I've been playing a lot of Dead Space lately and last couple days and again and watching stuff on it going like how the hell did the series even die off or whatever. But it's really cool. Kind of coming back to this is when you listen to the people at Motive talk about Dead Space, they were like huge fucking fans of Dead Space and they wanted to do it justice, and they gave like all the props to the people before them because they're a new team working on Dead Space. They didn't create it, but so that's kind of awkward going like, oh, we're gonna make games that we love that somebody else made, we want to do it right. And then it's cool hearing people who worked on the original Dead Space going like, Motive did an amazing job, like they did such a good job with that game. It kind of reminds me of this, like I feel like it's a similar thing where like Playground Games or whatever is it does come off like they do love Fable, and they're
Yeah.
trying to make a good Fable game. I didn't feel that before because we only saw blips and some of the comedic cinematics or whatever, and I'm like, okay, tonally that feels a little different, but that they are going back to morality systems. They're having more advanced NPCs, which, like the guy said, was one of the fun parts about Fable. Wasn't just going out and adventuring, but also building your adventure, and part
Yeah.
of that is your interactions with people.
Yeah, just being a character.
Yeah, and then be able to buy houses, be able to have a family, stuff like that. Those are all core things that they mentioned that were important to Fable, and so that tells me it's in good hands. I hope I'm right. It feels like that, and based off graphics and animations alone, they obviously have the talent. Hopefully, they have all the right ingredients to make an even better Fable. I mean, I have a feeling this might be better than the older Fables if they nail it.
Yeah, and obviously, like, it's worth putting out there, like, responding to what was effectively an advertisement, right? So this could come out and be bad for all we know, right?
Oh, they're
kind
gonna
of doubt that.
I hope it comes out and it's amazing, because I'm actually like hyped for it now. I'm not the kind of guy who's going to get disappointed though and get upset with the dev if they don't nail it. But a lot of people are that person.
Yeah, they stay pretty grounded.
Yeah, so if they don't deliver, we'll be hearing about it for fucking years. But if it's anything like what we're seeing right now, it's already amazing looking. Like what I'm seeing, I'm like, yeah, that looks great. Let me play that.
Yeah, honestly, outside of like it just not being playable, right? The only thing I think that would be like super disappointing, it comes out, it's like a 20-hour game, right?
Sure.
I'd be like, you make a game like this, you want to live in it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I hope
a
it's at
longer
the very least 50, 60 hours.
Yeah. Even if the campaign's only like 40, right?
Yeah.
But like, if you're a completionist, it's like 100 plus, type of thing.
Yeah. Ideally, if they were smart about it, they would try to have a game that is like Skyrim, where people in 10 years are still playing it.
Yeah.
Or 20 or 30, 40 or
It's hard to do
whatever the
these
fuck
days,
is.
but yeah.
Sure, but like my point is, like, people still right now play Skyrim, and they've been playing since it came out.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
It's crazy. They have like thousands of hours in that game.
It is definitely crazy.
So, I mean, if they can make a game, I'm not saying they need to make the next Skyrim, but if they have that in mind of going like, we're going to make a game that you can just keep playing and live in and have all these different adventures and shit, that'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was the biggest surprise of the show, and deservingly so being at the end of it. So,
yeah, I went from curious about what they're doing with it to just going like, oh, this is fantastic looking. I really want to play it. And I think has potential of being, in the conversation for Game of the Year. And I haven't played the fucking game.
Well, if it lives up to all those promises.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it has the potential. Like, I don't know. I haven't played it yet. But just like seeing it, I'm like, I don't think a whole lot of games are going to look better than that. Like, not just graphic wise, but like the attention to detail, the animations, the different systems they're putting into it. Like, there's a lot of layers to it.
Yeah, especially for like the type of game it is, right? Like, I don't know. Definitely looking forward to. I mean, God, it's going to come out this year too. It's crazy. Game. I feel like games have been in development for like the past 2 decades. So
yeah, it's nice seeing the Xbox has some potential bangers coming out.
Yeah,
even if they're coming out for everything. I mean, it's still under Xbox, and they need some games to come out where people just. There's no caveats. There's no like, well, the game's okay, but or is like a little too short, or just some awesome games. And I know Forza Horizon's going to be awesome. They're not going to fuck that up. But they got their secret sauce in that, and that looks amazing. But Fable, I would say is a gamble, but from what I saw, I feel like they nailed it. I feel like they're going to do a really good job with it. I feel confident, which is fucking great because. Without sounding like a fanboy of this or that, I have my complaints about everybody right now in the gaming industry when it comes to AAA. But, Xbox has had some games I had some interest in, and then they came out and they were duds. I don't have that feeling with these games. So,
it's especially interesting for me because, like, I generally don't care about Xbox, and a lot of the games they release aren't like my cup of tea.
Yeah,
and this whole showcase kind of was just like. Proving everything I thought I knew about my preferences to be a bit wrong. So
yeah. I basically talked with you about most of the stuff, but I gushed about a lot of the stuff, and I want to gush even further. PlayerUnknown's Games making 2 of these games. that look fantastic. Like Xbox, give them all the money and support you got, because you know, a lot of the devs that they have right now, I feel like have been mismanaged, but these guys seem like they got their motion going. Like they got it's both these games look fantastic.
Yeah.
This game I can't wait to play. It's day one for me. I'm absolutely gonna play this. I'm terrified how my PC is gonna run it, and Fable. We'll see. And I was gonna be in the market this year to upgrade my PC, but now I'm having second thoughts on that.
Now you gotta take out a house loan for one.
Yeah. So we'll see. But Forza Horizon was surprisingly optimized really well. So hopefully this one is too. But yeah, this looks awesome. All the new features, all the cars. 550 is absolutely a good amount of cars in a game like this. So typically I want to hear like 350 to 450 in a game like this, and the 550. So exceeds my expectations. Great. But yeah, graphics look great. The cars look awesome. I know it's going to play really well. The location is awesome. I'm glad they're leaning further into some of the more wackier, crazier shit that a lot of times they leave for their DLCs. The whole bracelet system, getting access to an island that has like challenges, stuff like that, sounds cool because it sounds like something to work towards. Also, a lot of the social features that they're adding to this game sound great. The fucking Stardew Valley stuff sounds awesome. That looks great. That looks great too. It just sounds like this is a game that you're gonna be able to live in, which is, you know, honestly something that I think a lot of racing games are kind of missing. It's like you hop online, there's like a hub or whatever, you drive around in an open area, but then like it's just like get to the race. What Forza Horizon does so well is it has all these little things that you're like collecting and exploring and doing challenges with friends or versing people, and there's like world events and shit like
constantly happening.
They're car MMOs basically without being fully an MMO. And the formula is just fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to this. Kiln, I'll definitely play when it comes out. Hopefully they remind me when it comes out, because I didn't know their last game fucking came out. That tower one, I was kind of curious about it.
True.
I didn't hear shit about it, which might be a bad thing, but I don't know. So yeah, I want to try Kiln. I think it sounds cool. I like creating stuff in general, and I like brawlers and multiplayer games, and I like that you get stuff like XP to buy more stuff, because that's something I have to have. I'm spoiled. I have to have stuff to work towards in a multiplayer game, otherwise I'll spend that time in a different multiplayer game. But I will try it. Hopefully it's good. The Pokemon game that's not Pokemon, Beast of Reincarnation, I think it looks really cool. Definitely a departure from Pokemon. I think it's so important that people who are like these all-star devs that make like their game like Call of Duty, they need breaks where they can make other games. I wish Infinity Ward and like Treyarch and stuff could like take a break and make a different game. It'd probably be great for them as a team to get to try different things and kind of get the juices flowing, because so many people get fatigued when they like have a game that just does so well you have to keep making them, that people end up leaving. They end up making their own studios. You lose some of like the geniuses of that original idea, and then it gets handed off to people who are capable, but they weren't the people who created these ideas. So you start getting kind of wayward from what it originally was. And so, you know, I think it is important that they get to try something else out. They're not going, okay, we got to remake all these Pokemon again. Okay, what are we doing this time? Well,
I mean,
this one feature.
That just kind of fits right into the conversation, though, of like AAA not taking any risks. So.
Sure. And we are in like a weird place right now, like in 2000, similar to 2008, where AAA is not going to want to take risks. But it is good to see, you know, that people are being able to stretch out a bit and try different things, just like Playground making Fable.
Yeah.
It's a big project, but it's not this. And so it's really cool to see them get to play around with a different genre. Same thing with the people making Pokemon. What are they called?
Game Freak.
Game Freak, thank you. The most generic name ever. And I've known of them since Pokemon came out, and I just never can remember the fucking name. It's really cool to see them try something else, because it's not only, you know, weird to see them doing a different genre, but also just graphically and what they're doing with the vision is completely different than Pokemon. So I hope it's good. I hope people end up enjoying it. I hope they can knock it out of the park, because, like I said, I think it's important that people branch out before they become too fatigued and just get stuck in a loop of making the same shit over and over and over again. And then maybe after this experience, they come back to Pokemon with some new, fresh ideas, and they can, you know, be excited about it again.
Assuming their overlords let them.
Sure, yeah. And then what else? Oh, Fable. I've pretty much gushed about it already. I went from being open-minded and curious about what they're going to do with it to being completely on board. What we saw with Fable was very surprising, and I'm very happy to basically have all my concerns squashed. This looks like just fantastic in every way. It's super AAA. It seems like a big game with a lot of going on. I love all the nods to the original Fable games. It does feel like they actually are fans of Fable. I liked that they mentioned, and of course they're going to say what they need to sell the game, but just looking at the game, it does feel like what they're saying is true, and saying that, there's two things everybody has in common here, and one of them was that they're all fans of the series, which I would hope so. Hopefully you wouldn't just be working there just for a job. Although in this economy, maybe you would do that if you're talented.
It's also pretty common in game deving. So.
Yeah, but I hope they all are big fans. But from what I'm seeing, it looks like a fantastic game and a must play. I'm definitely going to play this when it comes out. So whether it has co-op or not, I do wish that they would add the co-op and make it like full on co-op where everybody keeps their progression shit. Be cool to visit, other people's worlds and adventure with them, and it's not out of character for the series because 2 of the games had co-op, and then these guys have made online games, so they're no stranger to all the bullshit that goes into networking.
I'm sure it'll get modded if not. So.
Yeah, so but if it doesn't have that, it looks fantastic. It's just a standalone single player game. That's completely fine with me as well. So those animations are really good. But yeah, overall, great developer direct. A lot of actual real surprises and really good surprises that I'm stoked about. So if I were to grade the whole presentation, I would give it an A. I think they brought some really big fucking games that I'm really excited for, and I think they didn't waste their time with a lot of the commentary. I actually enjoyed listening to most people talk about developing the games. There was a little bit of that sales pitch jargon that you're going to expect, whatever, but it didn't come off cringy, so that's fine.
Also, the intro was way too long.
The intro was very long. That's why it's on A+. It's because fucking that intro. But yeah, I really enjoyed the presentation. I was thoroughly engaged the whole time.
I'm going to parrot that and also give it an A. I was very invested in everything they showed, which is what they need to do, especially in an economy where people are buying like 2 to 3 games a year, which is crazy to me. So
yeah, you guys can sell to me. I buy a lot of games every year, but on average, like 2 to 4, something like that.
Yeah.
Which is fucking nuts. But
so yeah, it's definitely their job to sell it. So
yeah.
Yeah. I don't really have anything else to add. I feel like I said a lot already.
Yeah.
Looking forward to this, and hopefully this is just a trend for Microsoft at this point, because I would like to always have a positive opinion and not always just go, okay, here comes the next Xbox thing. So
yep. Yeah, I do sadly have the mentality when it comes to Microsoft now. Well, Microsoft in general, I'm not a big fan of, but Xbox. Fair. I used to be a huge Xbox fan, and then I'm
looking at you, Windows.
Got to the same point, not quite as bad as Ubisoft, but I got to the point with Xbox going like, whoa, what's going to happen this time? Like, what are you going to say and then not deliver on this time? Ubisoft, I'm just like, you guys are fucking stupid. But yeah, this year seems like a really good year for Xbox. I did say that, I think, in 2024, 2025 as well, and didn't pan out well, but I have a good feeling about this. So, yeah.
Bring them out. Make sure they're polished games when they come out. I think you guys will have no problems. So,
yeah. Anything else?
No.
Let us know in the comments what do you guys think about the developer direct. What were the big standouts to you? There's only 4 games here. Are you like us and thought they all looked great? Is there one in particular you're really excited about? How you feeling about Fable? How you feeling about Forza Horizon, Beast Reincarnation, Kiln? And are you going to try out Kiln? Does that look like something you'd want to play? I'm really curious about how it's going to be received. Hopefully, it's fun enough that people will, word of mouth, get people to play it online, because pure online games, I'm like, you're going to get like a month or 2 out of it, and people are going to move on to the next thing. So, yep. But yeah, let us know everything you're thinking about in the comments below when it comes to everything showed off here in the Developer Direct. I've been Seth, this has been Chevy. Stay tuned, we'll have more episodes soon. We're already at the end of the month, so we got to do Plus Club and Game of the Month soon. And talk about Night Rain and everything else we played. But yeah, until then, have a good one, and take it easy, guys.